Hello, I'm Dominique Schreurs. I'm the president of the IEEE Microwave Theory and Techniques Society. And I'm also a full professor at the Catholic University of Leuven in Belgium.
Hello, my name is Patricia Castillo, and I'm the head of the Electronic and Telecomunications Engineering program. I work in Catholic University of São Paulo. We are here now with Dominique, and we would like to ask you about microwave, how microwave can help the humanity in your point of view.
Well, the microwave field is very broad, so I can only give a couple of examples. The typical application of microwaves is wireless communications, of course, and wireless communications is very important for the human relationships, for the communications. But also we have special activities to reach like more rural areas, like smart villages, or to allow internet for everyone. And in order to achieve this, we also need to make use of microwave techniques.
I know that there is a big field now, big research in biology or in health. What can you tell me about this?
Well, there are different different applications, so maybe I can mention two. One is on detecting if there are any cancerous cells in bioliquids, like blood, for example. Right now, it's making use of optical techniques that require expensive lab equipment. But I'm aware of developments that make use of microwave solutions and to make it portable solutions, so to have as good as possible about the same results than the optical techniques, but in a more inexpensive and in a portable way. Of course, that's ongoing research, but it's a focus point of attention. Possible use of microwaves is making use of radars. So, because when I'm breathing or when my heart is beating, I'm having a mechanical movement, and that can be detected by radars. And I'm aware about projects in Europe, United States, maybe also in Latin America, where the radars are built into the homes in order to detect the well-being, especially of elderly persons. So to detect whether there are no emergencies occurring. And then the advantage of using radars is that there is no requirement for the persons to have wearable tags. So there is also no risk that they may forget to put it on, the wearables. And there I think microwaves can really help.
Yeah, I think it can save lives.
Yes.
Okay, changing the topic, I would like to tell you that the small percentage of the program, there are women, so we have a small quantity of girls. And I would like you to send a message for the girls to encourage them to study engineering or microwave.
Okay, well, it's very important because I experienced that the girls in Latin America, they are very shy. So please don't be shy. So you see, I'm the first female president. It's possible to reach this kind of positions. So if you're interested in the microwave field, please go for it and don't be concerned.
Maybe you can tell us something about you yourself. How do you decide to study microwave?
A good question. So it came in a more like a natural way. So I was interested in wireless communications essentially, and then related to that hardware design. And I wanted to do something that was not pure integrated circuit design or not pure theory, so something that is a good mixture between different disciplines. And then the microwave field was the answer to that for me.
So how long have you been studying in this field of wireless and microwave?
It's a long time, so it's like, well, I did my PhD in it, so like all in all more than 20 years already. So
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Welcome, Dominique. My name is Efraín Centeno. I am a full professor at the Universidad Católica San Pablo. I work at the Electronics and Telecomunications Engineering School. Well, you are the president of the IEEE Society, and to me it's very interesting because you can probably give a testimony or a message to our students, because we have...
Of course, I would be happy to do that. So, well, if you're interested in wireless technologies, microwave techniques, antennas, and related fields, please don't be discouraged. In the beginning it can be a hard field to study with Maxwell equations, but over time you see the applications and then it becomes more fun. So I strongly encourage you to go into that field. Also consider to establish student chapters locally at your university. You only need to have 6 peer students in order to set it up, and that will enable you to bring over lecturers from around the world to come to give seminars locally at your university. So I would strongly encourage you to consider to set up this kind of student chapters.
So it is a huge technology and transversal technology. So I don't know if you have some comments on how do you think this technology will develop, especially in Latin America, since we are in Arequipa today.
It's correct. It's a very broad range of technologies that compose the microwave field. I think in terms of that, well, IEEE is advancing technology for humanity. That I would think the important point of attention would be to develop technologies with the aim of humanity in Latin America. But next to well, the regular wireless communications like our smartphones and so on, a point of attention in Latin America for terahertz may be more challenging because it requires more infrastructure, although it may nevertheless be possible.
I remember I read an article that you wrote about radar assisting technologies for elder people, which I thought it was fantastic, and I think the student who did their work with you proposed a very low-cost prototype. I think this is like a marvelous example of how we can make better things using technology.
Yeah, that's right. So that particular student, his PhD was about developing a radar, but to detect faults with elderly, because in my part of Europe, elderly, they usually live by themselves, so they do not live with relatives, and then it's an important cause of fatalities if they fall at home and if there is no help, no support, and in the next couple of hours, so they may remain undetected for even several days. And that's why we have been developing these radar technologies that within half a second can detect that a fall has occurred, and that could be linked to by a phone system to care providers to check whether the elderly persons are still okay or whether they need any assistance. And we worked on radar solutions because you may say also video cameras could be possible, but that has a strong privacy impact. So people are not willing to have video cameras around their home all the time. But with microwaves, or with radar technology, it's like with mobile phones. So you take it for granted, it's around. And even though we are measuring similar properties, namely the movement of persons, it gives a different perception. So
It's really amazing the broad
yes,
of applications and the things you can achieve with technology.
And then the students, maybe these days they are more interested in software and so on. But it's important to realize that with only software you cannot do much. So you need the hardware of microwave technologies, and then combined you have your application.
I totally agree. I would like to thank you, Dominique, for the visit and for your kindness during the interview.
You're very welcome.